and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks, it's Martinez. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The give to the back. Turning it on. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it on the outside. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They'll run the option. The pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Second down, he'll throw it. Tosses it incomplete. Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Roach. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Off play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And it's a touchdown.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Grady. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Makes the quick grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And now on second down for this offense. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Dropping back, it's Roach. Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. And that one's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Got it in the middle. It's Ramsey. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the air, it's Roach. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab right down the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. He'll do it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Fires to the end zone, and he's in for the touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Ramirez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Bringing the heat. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. He wants to throw it again. A strike downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Fires to the tight end. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying play action. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game one.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his spot. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Roach. Swings it out to his running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ramsey. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll run play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Ramsey. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Got a man. It's Ramsey. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And that is another. To the air on first down. Takes it on the shovel. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Good enough for first down. Wants to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After that last completion, it's second down. Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Nice move there. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Gets it out fast. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll go to the counter play. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And here's the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And now this offense will take the field again. Looking for a man. It's Roach. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
On the run, it's Benson. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ramsey. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He's brought down at the 35. First down for the offense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Leaves it with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4. Offense in the hurry up.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
Now this offense is back on the field. Hand off from the gun. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Martinez. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Martinez. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end and that speed off the edge?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Final play of the quarter coming. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Looking to throw, it's Roach. Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Ramsey. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Reese. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man, and wings it incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle, it's Ramsey. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Looking to pass, it's Roach. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. 2nd down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's 1st down. Right back to the well. Nice move to pick up yardage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Breaks into the open. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
They'll give it to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Red pass, it's complete. Open space at the 25. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Roach. Grabs it in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on 1st down. Back open in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. That pass is incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Good enough for first down.
To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Reese. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. The play action fake. Heel off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got his man. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Roach. Quick strike complete. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. Winding down toward a half minute to play. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Second down.
Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. He'll take a shot. And he's got it, a late touchdown. Probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight, of hope.
Well, you get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.